Alright guys, we're finally back out on the Recon 250. We're down here at Enoree State Park in the Sumter National Forest. Taking the Recon out. We're doing a cleanup day down here. This is going to be our first test of the SunF AO27 tires. We're doing something that's typically illegal right now, as we're riding on the main road. But since we're working here today, we're good to do this. Thank you, sir. So, again, we're taking the AO27s out for their first little ride. Nothing, not doing anything crazy today. Like I said, this is a volunteer day. It's a cleanup day. So, but we have to take the purple trail backwards to get over to what is becoming the gray trail. A little bypass there. So we got to get back over to there so we can mark the gray trail up. So if you watch the first video of the tire installation of these, you can see that it was an absolute bear to get changed out. But we still had the original tires, original Maxxis, whatever. I'll put the model up here on the screen. We still had the original Maxxis on there, and while they were fine, I mean, we had a couple leaks with them, filled them full of slime. You know, they were decent tires, nothing great. These SunFs are definitely a lot better. This particular size, we ended up gaining about a full inch of ground clearance with the additional size that we went to. And as we'll see today, we'll have zero issues at full articulation. Have zero issues with any rubbing in the front or the rear. So the tires, the sizes fit perfect. And I can put I'll put the sizes up on the screen as well. But like I said, they just chugged right through any of this crap. We got them aired way down. I think we got about 5 pounds in the rear and maybe 8 to 10 pounds in the front. So we got them aired down pretty low. But they're extremely stiff and they have a massive bead to them. So I'm really not concerned about them not breaking the bead or anything. That was a good one. Again, like I said, these trails are still closed. For the season. They don't open until March 27th, I think is what the date, when these trails officially open back up. We'll have another video just kind of following our cleanup day here. And then we'll do an interview with one of the park rangers, Caroline, who's been here since we've been coming here. That's the trail that we got to mark up. But we're going to take this purple all the way back to the next intersection, which is where we will begin the marking of the gray. Make sure I still got my can of spray paint. Good little hill we'll try it out on. And again, if you know the Recon 250, air-cooled, carbureted, 250cc cylinder, single, two-wheel drive, but just a tank of an ATV. We picked this one up, I don't know, a couple years ago now from the original owner, and it's been an absolute joy to ride. So if you've never been down to the Enoree OHV system, it really is one of the best kind of secrets in the state of South Carolina as far as trails that the public can ride. If you're from the area, you know about the Carolina Adventure World, which is really actually not too far from here, but is kind of I would say kind of a victim of their own success, where they pack it out every weekend, but now they've recently here kind of started catering to the side-by-side crowd, and that tends to be a bit of a rowdy bunch. They also got rid of their, and correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, they got rid of their tire size requirement. So now you got these guys with these big side-by-sides coming out with these giant jacked up tires that are I'm starting to lose my paint, that are creating these giant ruts. And I know a buddy of mine, he and his son went out there, and they fell victim to one of those ruts, hit it, and not knowing how deep it was, and son about got hurt just from hitting that rut. And something like that would never happen here at Enoree. If the trails get too wet, they'll shut them down. They have no problem closing a trail if they're too wet. And actually, as we've been working today, we've been draining quite a few big puddles. Actually, here's another one that really needs to be drained. I think we will stop. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna drain that, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, guys, there's Sully. He's caught up with me. We got our Steve's the bike. Got the puddle drained out. So for these trails with this little Recon 250, there's no clutch. Honestly, what I do is I'll put it in third gear and just ride. We're not trying to break any records with it. So just put it in third gear and kind of cruise. And you can max it out. But honestly, that's about as fast as we want to go on this thing. And it's just happy riding at those speeds. Like I said, I'm really impressed with these SunF tires. Not only were they a fantastic value at $200-something for the set, they shipped in 2 days. Here we are, back to the gray section. They shipped in 2 days to my house. We'll get off, we'll take a look at the tires. Placed the order on Tuesday. They showed up on Thursday. So I don't know where their warehouse is in relation to Charlotte, but okay, where their warehouse is in relation to Charlotte, but it's pretty daggum close. But like I said, you can see, you know, if you compare a stock one, you can see the additional ground clearance that we gained from the larger tires. And you see that we still have plenty of clearance on the front and the rear. But those are some meaty tires. So we've been really impressed with those. So again, thank you guys. This was just kind of a follow-up to the installation video. Just want to actually get them out and try them and put them through some mud and see how they did. Thank you guys for watching. If you see anything that you like, please give me the thumbs up button. Throw me a comment. And the ultimate compliment is to subscribe to the channel. We got plenty of content coming out with not only with our Recon 250, we have a TRX 250EX, the sport version of this. Our TW 200s you saw my son on. We got KTM 390 Adventure we're going to bring out here on these trails. Transalp 750 that we're going to bring out here on these trails and actually, you know, ride it like it's supposed to be ridden. And you know, maybe some other stuff coming up. So like it, comment, subscribe. Thank you. God bless, and roll Tide.